Make the ground shake.
How's it going, guys? This is 915 Designs, and in this video we're kind of going to go over a couple little requests we've had from Instagram. One would be the fonts. I don't know the names of my fonts. If you see it from a video, like if you're wondering what the font is from a video, just look as I'm selecting it. I don't know the fonts. I just look at the little previews that it gives me. I get my fonts on Fonto. I did. I don't get them anymore. I got them on Fonto, and you want to make sure you want to get the free to use ones, so like you don't have any like copyright or anything issues for them when you download them, and then you can just find other YouTube videos about how to install them into Photoshop and how to use them and how to use them. But that's most I can say. If you're looking at a picture on Instagram and you wonder what font it is, and I made a video about it, the best I can tell you is to look through there. I don't really look at the fonts. I know a couple of them, like, but that's really it. I just look at the preview that it gives me. And the second thing is actually, let me pull up the picture here. Someone wanted to know how. Here we go. Let me just pull this up real quick. How I do the text and stuff where it's like a different color in the background and all that, with the same background, just a different color inside the text. So we're going to be doing that, and also making an edit, but we're going to make it like that. And the other way we can make this is like this if you wanted black and white inside. So I'll show you how to do both of those. It's really kind of simple if you know what you're doing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to open a 1500 by 1500 pixel thing with the screen resolution of 300, and I'm going to name it. So, whoops, sorry for that. I hit Control. And Michael Vick is what we're doing, but I said Mike just because I like it. So we have our thing here. We're gonna just make it black. Alright, so we have this black. So we're just going to import our main image, which is going to be this one. Just wait for this to come in. Alright, and then we're just going to size it up. And then we'll put our skin on it. Whoops, did not want, oh crap. Hang on a minute. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I like putting, a main image on the side there. So now we're going to do our skin. So before we do that, we're going to rasterize the layer. And we're just going to go to Topaz denoise. And if you have the latest versions of Topaz, you only have to put in the skin once for all three of your images. I do three. So I'll get into that later. So JPEG lights. I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can, just because I know not everybody likes sitting through a 25-minute video. And I usually do 25 and look at it, and if I feel it needs more, we'll stay at 25. So just click OK. And usually light goes pretty quick, so it's not taking terribly long. So I just want to go over quick the person who asked me to do this kind of tutorial. He didn't really ask me, he just asked me how I did it, and I told him I was going to make a tutorial about it. So I'll put his link in the description, but the name would be wise.flicks, WISE period FLICKS, wiseflicks. So I'm gonna put his link in the description, but he's the one who kind of asked me to he asked me how I did the lettering and all that. So I told him I'd make a video about it, and he said that'd be great. So you can thank him. Go give him a follow. Doesn't have that many followers, and I know I don't have that many either. But he like has like 36 followers, and he makes really good edits, and he gets a lot of likes and stuff on his pictures. So just it would help him out if you gave him a follow. If you didn't see what I did there, I just did psychedelic 0.75 as the strength, and then we're just gonna go into clean. And go to curly smooth, and then we'll put the threshold at 0 and bring the strength to, we'll let it at 3, strength at 3, and click OK. So that is my skin. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video here, mask, and then come back. So how I mask is I use my quick selection tool, and I zoom in, and I just select the parts that I want to keep, and then I will come back whenever I have everything selected. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back. First, I just want to go over a couple things I did. One, I made my background white again just so I can see a little bit better of how good of a masking thing it did. And another thing I did would be I went in with my brush tool or my eraser, and I did around his mask just so I didn't have to go back and erase with it later because that took a little bit. And then I also have in here to do, I didn't do that yet, I forgot about it, but it won't take too long to do. But I wanted to go over a couple things. The first thing that you want to do before you hit Control J is you definitely want to go to Refine Edge, and it will bring you up to what your mask will look like. So sometimes you can see it looks fine, but sometimes it'll look a little like choppy around the edges, a little bit here on his arm. But you just bring up the smooth to like just a little bit, like 11, like 13 is usually the max, and I don't even go there that much, but that's like the max you would want to go. So bring up the refine edge, and that like smooth. I don't know. It makes the edges smooth. There we go. It makes the edges smooth, so it doesn't look all rough and all that. So it just makes it look better. So you can just click OK, or bring it back to here, and then you click Control J, and then all of a sudden you see it copies your mask. Now if you would select what you don't want, you would Control X and it would delete it, and you could still do the refine edge. Excuse me, but I like to do the Control J and do what I like or get what I like here. So then you really don't need this anymore, so you can yes, you want to delete it, and then I'm gonna have to grab my eraser quickly, but correctly erase in here. Alright, so we basically did our border there. Doesn't take that long when you use this, but I like using the quick selection tool to do my overall masking. So we're going to get up in here a little bit, smooth that out. Alrighty. Hang on a minute. Alright, there we go. That's pretty good. Alright, so then you click the hand here and go back out, and then you can see it's got a mask around everything. Oh, dang it. There's another little tiny spot I noticed right here around his shoes. Booger, how am I gonna get this? Just gonna base all this here. It's like a shoelaces, but they're like a really looks kind of. It's hard to get here. There's some up here too. We'll just let that go. Okay, so we're gonna be done with masking. Done with it. We hate it, right? So we have our mask pretty good here. So we're gonna go ahead and make the color back to black. And if you're following along with us, you have my brush pack. You can. What in the world pushes that? Oh, okay. This is from my Clay Thompson edit I did. We'll get into this stuff here later. But you can scroll down here to the bottom up a little bit and grab our star brush here. Make it white, and you can just let it on the background layer for this and increase your size. So that should be good. And just place it on there. Okay, so there we go. And then we're going to go up, and then you're going to want to head to your browser, okay, and you're going to want to go to this website that's going to be in the description. I did this in another one. It gives you the hex codes for the colors for your team, just so you get a better color. So I'm just going to type in, not pity, Pittsburgh Steelers, thumbs up right here. The official, it says the official Steelers color. So we're just going to copy that and paste it. Then grab just one of the default circle brushes. Bring the size up, but the hardness down. And place it on. So that looks pretty good. So far so good, right? Now I have been using another brush pack, which I'm not going to put in the description because it's not my brush pack. I got it from someone. So I'm not going to use it, but it's a really good brush pack. So some of the brushes that you might see I don't have because I didn't use, they're not my brush pack. But one thing I do want to create, and you can create little brushes like this. So what you want to do is I'm just going to open up a new one quick here, and these and shapes are really good brushes to do here. So we're just going to make a square. Okay, so square, edit, fill it in as black, and you can deselect it, and we're going to, oh shoot, we don't need to do that. Okay, edit, redo this here, quick fill. Alright, and then we can make it bigger. So just put that there, and then to define brush preset. Okay, so then when we go over here, we have a new brush. Okay, so what we're going to do with this brush is we're going to flip the color over to black, make it white actually. And we're going to get rid of him, bring up your brush presets menu, and I'm going to put it about there. And you want spacing up. So hold down shift to go over, so it's pretty good. So we're just going to, oops, do that. And then we're just going to copy it and go here and just bring it down. And just do the same thing the whole way down. And try to match up the distance between. So I'm thinking about right there. I actually think I'm gonna drop that one down about there. Okay, so Control J. Now I'm gonna try two different things here for this brush. I don't know which one I'm gonna like. But like I said, you can make this brush all on your own. It's really simple, like I just showed you how to do it. Didn't take that long. Okay, so we have these, so we're just going to control or hold shift and select the top and bottom one, right click and click merge layers. So we have this here. So we can either do, actually I'm just going to center it on the image. Okay. So we're just going, you can either do overlay like this, so it looks like that, which looks very cool. Or I'm thinking we bring up this style thing here and we click on this, no stroke, outer glow. Bring in some outer glow. Okay, it's on whites. Or we do something like that. Actually, let's go to 20. Or we do something like that and add him in. I don't know what we want to do. And then we can even, if we go back to make it tinted, color overlay. And put it on overlay. Put that on overlay. Now, bring the opacity down now. I think we're just going to do this. We're just going to stick with that. So that looks pretty good. So then we're going to, so we made that brush and we just did that. Very simple. Now we're going to do a line thing, which is right here. And no. Go right there. And then once again, overlay. This is how we make our backgrounds here, guys. We do overlay for everything like that. I'm thinking this one. I like this one a lot. And then I want to try seeing what this one would do. What it is, huh? If we like put it down smaller, like maybe. What's that gonna look like? Can't see it. Okay. So I'm thinking we need something else here to go in. So let's go with, try this one. This one down here. Just try bringing this down. There we go. That looks really cool. So, hang on a minute. So I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna be done with this for right now. So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do, so to get the effect of the lettering, because we're doing lettering for this one, of the same text but in a different color, you can eliminate your player, and then all you do is you save it as a a JPEG to your desktop, so just like that, maximum quality, everything, and then you're going to want to place the same thing you just saved excuse me, in. So we'll just let it go because it should be the same size. Bring it up here on top of everything. Rasterize it. So if you click away, nothing should change. But if you have it open and you click away all these, again, nothing should change because you already have it saved. So then you're going to want to go to edit, or no, you want to go to image adjustments, black and white. Click OK. Then you're going to want to go back to this here and pick whichever color you're going to want the text to be. So I'm going to go with, let's try this blue, see what that looks like. So we'll just copy it and make this your color. Click OK. Then go to image adjustments, hue saturation, and hit colorize. And then it'll bring up the color. So I usually change the saturation a lot. So if I want it to be a blue for this one, I'm going to put the saturation at 100. But anyway, go through and look at the options in between there. So then you just want to click OK. And then click add a layer mask. Go to edit, fill, black, and click OK. Then you're going to go back over to this other page here where you open this up, and you're going to click your text tool, and you can delete this layer. Make your color black, and then pick your font. So for this, we're just going to go with font we want today. What is this? It is Move X Bold Italic. That's what it's called. So we're just going to put this here and put the lettering we want. So we want it all capital, so we're just going to hold shift. Make it bigger. Not like that. Holding shift. Okay. And then do your define brush preset again. So then when you switch back over here, you can select your brush tool. And you'll have your color here. So you can make it however big you want. I would suggest putting your player here so you can see the size of that. So we're just going to go about right there. So it has that color. But you can also click on it here like this. And go to styles and change any of these here you want. Actually no, don't do that. Sorry. Go to outer glow. Opacity 100, normal. And I would suggest either doing it white or black. I think black looks the best. It makes it really pop a lot. So there's that. Alright, so after you have your text, that's how you do that. If you want to change the color, I believe you could just go to image. I haven't tried to change the color. Go to hue saturation, colorize. Yeah, you can actually just colorize the color to whatever you want then. So I don't know if I'm liking that or not. So I'm just gonna try this red color they have. Whoops, I did not want to open Topaz. Image adjustments, hue saturation. I do not know. No, I think I'm gonna go stay with the blue. Blue looks kind of cool. So let me just close Topaz Labs here because I wasn't supposed to open. So now we have the blue. So now we can open our other images. And like I was saying before, you won't really have to do the skin more than once because it keeps your previous adjustments and settings. So I rasterized that layer, so I'll show you what I mean here. You go to Topaz Labs, denoise, and you don't click anything. It brings up your last save, your last thing you've used. So you just go in, click OK, let it do its thing, and you'll do that for clean and or adjust and clean. It does the same thing, which is really kind of helpful. So go to adjust and it'll have our psychedelic at 0.75. So you just click OK. And then our clean. So then what you want to do is you want to bring it down to, we'll go there. It's right there. So we're just going to do black and white for this. Or we could actually, no, we'll do the blue. Yeah, that might look good. Hang on a minute. I got an idea. I got the idea. What? I just copied it. Copy. Paste. There we go. So what you want to do then is go to image, adjustments, black and white. Okay. Image, adjustments, hue saturation. Oh, and the ooh, that's a little bright to the blue. No, we're just gonna stay with black and white. The text thing I did, it works the exact same if you want to do that with the pictures. So you would just, if you wanted to do the text, you would, all you'd have to do would be, if you wanted to look like the Kobe Bryant thing I did, you would just add your layer mask and then fill it with black and then make your color brush. Here, I'll just show you quick. So you add your layer mask, go to fill, black. You would add your color brush that you want. So in this case it would be 2. I'm just using a previous 2 I used. And you just click on that and it brings the image back to whatever you know. So, and it would also work if you want to do the color. You would just do, you would have to make this duplicate, you'd have to have 2 of these layers and do the, doesn't take long, I'll just do it quick. Your hue saturation, just for purposes, bring this up all the way there. So you would do that, and then you would go to, you would add your layer mask on that one, edit, fill, and you would do that, and then whenever you go like that, it brings in the blue, and then you would add your outer glow. So it's a cool style to do, and looks pretty good, but I'm not going to do it for this one. I like the text idea. So we'll bring the brush up a little bit and the hardness down, and we will soften up these edges. So now that we have that, we can make it a little bit bigger, I think. Bring it down a little bit, about there. And then we're going to bring in our third image here. I'm just going to go through this kind of quick. Sorry if you heard my sister talking. She's getting ready to leave. Alright, so then I'm going to merge these two together so then they're one. We'll bring them in like the middle kind of here. Then bring the text above that. So it looks like that's how this edit is going to look here. I can make them a little bit. Oh, I moved the wrong one. This. You can. I want to make this a little bit bigger. Put it about right there. And then all you're going to want to do, guys, is add your watermark and you're done. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and you can. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. And you learned something from this, especially about the text. Once again, go to wise.flicks, give him a follow, like his edits, comment, everything. You guys are the best followers out there, and I hope you have a good day. I'll see you next time.